So 15 marks. Of course, the way examiners mark, they will see your answer as a whole overall, right, to give you a score. But I think it helps to think about it mathematically. So let's break it down. So if you need 3 phrases for paragraph 1, so for paragraph 1, let me make this bigger. I'll just go with phrase because I feel like it's easier. Figurative language is under there. And then if you only have 1 word, there's not much you can write about. But if you have 2 or 3 words, there's always so much more that you can unpack and unravel. So I'm just going phrase because I think that's much more powerful. But if you can talk a lot about 1 word, go ahead. That's fine too. Okay, so phrase. So phrase 1, even then you get that 1 mark, but then you have to explain it. So you can call it explanation or development, right? So you have to explain why this is great. So even then, phrase, explanation, 2 marks. So you repeat this process 3 times. So it will be phrase 2, phrase 3. And you do the same for the next paragraph. In this case, it's paragraph 13. So let me just copy paste. Okay, paragraph 13. So 2, 4, 6, 6 marks here, 6 marks here. So that's a total of 12 marks. So how do we get to 15? Well, you have to do another thing as well. It's called an overview or overall effect. You can put this at the start of your answer paragraph or at the end of your answer paragraph. If you put it at the start, the logic is that you're giving me a bigger picture, the bigger message of the full paragraph. See, that's where this part of the instructions, the question, comes in. The narrator's first impressions of the base station Antarctica. So that's what the full paragraph is about. But you have to say something about it. You have to give me your opinion. So turn this into a question. What are the narrator's first impressions of the base station Antarctica? And answer it. The narrator's first impressions of the base station Antarctica is, I suggest 3 adjectives. I work in rule of 3s. I always tell students to give 3 of everything. So basically, you can just use this as the sentence starter and answer it. And that's your overview, overall effect. So it gives us that overview, right? I mean, it gives us, okay, these 3 phrases I'm going to talk about, this is what they have in common. This is what they're all about. I like putting it at the end. I think it's easier to think about it in terms of a conclusion sentence, of summarizing what all the 3 phrases have in common. I like that after I've written about each phrase, like I understand them really well, I've analyzed them really well, then I can see what they all have in common, or even if they have differences, I can point that out. So I like thinking about it that way, summary, conclusion, and I do the same thing. So it's up to you whether you want to put it as the first sentence or the last sentence. As long as it's there, you get that 1 more mark. So then that brings your total up to 7 plus 7 equals 14. So how do we get 15 marks? So for that final mark, as long as your explanations are very detailed, I'll give you that extra mark. This is how I think about it.